Shooting this on location, I thought was a necessity because I thought the landscapes of the West Country was so important for these characters. We have to go there and get the real thing.
Making that decision was completely right and has given the film an authenticity, but Dorset just looks fantastic.
I can't imagine us filming it anywhere else apart from Dorset.
It is sort of irreplaceable, that landscape. It was sort of idyllic to be there.
We didn't want to go anywhere else. We didn't actually look anywhere else. I was worried before we went to Dorset that it would be too built up, that we'd have to go to somewhere like, you know, North Wales or even Northern Ireland or somewhere like that. I sort of thought that in my mind, but everything worked really well.
It's very, very rural and feels like it hasn't changed tremendously since Hardy's day.
We wanted to try to get into the real thing, and going on location helped us doing that.
It's such a dramatic landscape and such a unique landscape. We've had some amazing places to film in, and that it just gives it so much.
There was one day that we were shooting on a cliff, so we had this insanely beautiful view. That was my favorite place.
We wanted to have that epic feel.
You get amazing, deep, distant views, which have all the mist and the low light. That's the other thing about Dorset, where we're filming in Dorset, we're very near the sea. I think the quality of light gives a kind of magic.
To film it there was almost distracting because it was so beautiful, and we all just felt like we were in this sort of perfect portrait landscape of Hardy. And we were so lucky with our locations in and around Dorset as well.
When my uncle passed away, he left it to me. Of course, it's a little ragged now. This once used to be the finest farm for miles, and I intend to make it so again.
Our feeling at first was what we had to do was find Everdene Farm.
So we tried to find a house, a beautiful Jacobean house, which it's described in the book, that didn't have too many modern features.
Because anything that's got any sort of scale these days, we've all built like big gardens, suburban gardens, lawns, driveways, and then it would have just gone straight into the field. But these type of farms have all become, you know, proper manor houses, stately homes, whatever. So we found Mapperton House.
It was fairly specific brief from the get-go, which was they want a house which you very much feel is set in the fields and the agricultural land around it. What was the moment when you were in Mapperton and
it was instant. It was Thomas, you know, as soon as he saw Mapperton, fell in love with it instantly.
Thomas went to a location manager, and Anita, our co-producer, and he sent me a text, "I found Everdene."
We had to make it look run down, the house. And for example, we found cobbles underneath the grass, which we then exposed. And then there was a bit of a garden there, which we gravelled out. There was a lawn there, we gravelled that out to make it look more run down. It's supposed to be like a run-down, you know, farm.
That first month of filming, when we were at Everdene Farm doing all of the exterior locations and doing lots of the farm work and the horse riding, was really a great place to start because it is a story about rural people, it is about rural life.
We chose the area outside the Abbey because it was somewhere that we could ideally make into a market square. It was perfect, actually. So we had to cover up all the grass and make it look like, you know, a rough ground.
I don't think I ever got tired of being in Dorset. There's something so epic about the landscape there that I just don't see anywhere else. It's sort of amazing.
It's really nice, actually, just to be able to see the English countryside in this kind of sweeping, beautiful, widescreen, epic type of feel, which I think people will find that really inspiring, actually.
There's a terrific sense of location, and that is very cinematic. There's something big and operatic about Hardy in this huge, varied landscape in which these characters play out these stories.
We were there. You were in the Hardy surrounding. It was a complete sense of surrender to this universe.